Every year, thousands of runners deal with shin splints, knee pain, and ankle issues that could have been prevented with the right pair of shoes. Overpronation puts unnecessary stress on joints and muscles, but stability shoes no longer mean heavy, clunky trainers that feel like concrete blocks. This video will cover the 5 best budget-friendly stability running shoes that deliver serious pronation control without emptying the wallet. Starting with the most wallet-friendly option in this lineup, Asics has been making stability shoes for decades, and the GT-1000 series represents their entry-level offering that punches well above its weight class. The 14th version brings some meaningful upgrades that make it hard to believe this shoe sits at the bottom of the Asics stability lineup. The midsole uses FF Blast cushioning, which creates that cloud-like feeling during landings while still providing energetic toe-offs. Combined with the rear foot pure gel technology, which Asics claims is roughly 65% softer than their standard GEL, the ride feels genuinely comfortable for daily training. The cushioning absorbs impact without feeling mushy or unstable. Stability comes from the 3D guidance system, which works through 3 distinct elements. A wider base creates a stable platform for landings. An increased heel bevel promotes smooth transitions from heel strike through the gait cycle. And forefoot flare adds stability during toe-off without restricting natural movement. This approach feels less intrusive than traditional medial posts, which some runners find uncomfortable. The weight comes in at just 9.6 ounces for a men's size 9, which is remarkably light for a shoe with this much stability technology built in. Lab testing has shown the GT-1000 is about 18% more flexible than average, which contributes to that natural, unrestricted feeling during runs. The AHAR outsole rubber provides excellent grip in wet and dry conditions while resisting wear impressively well. Runners new to stability shoes, or those wanting to test whether pronation control helps their running, should seriously consider this option. The combination of accessible pricing, lightweight construction, and proven Asics reliability makes it an easy recommendation for beginners and experienced runners alike. Saucony completely reimagined what a stability shoe could be with the Guide 17, and version 18 continues that philosophy with some notable refinements. This shoe throws out the traditional medial post approach entirely and replaces it with something called CenterPath technology. CenterPath works through 3 integrated features rather than one rigid support mechanism. High sidewalls wrap around the foot to keep it centered within the midsole. A broad, stable platform creates a wide foundation for consistent landings. And an asymmetrical profile adds slightly more foam on the medial side, which helps the midsole wear evenly for overpronators, rather than breaking down unevenly on the inside edge. The PowerRun midsole foam sits in that sweet spot between soft and responsive. It absorbs impact well enough for long runs, but maintains enough firmness to prevent that sinking feeling some cushioned shoes create. A PowerRun Plus sock liner adds an extra layer of step-in comfort directly beneath the foot. One of the biggest improvements in version 18 is the upper. The engineered mesh material offers outstanding breathability, which addresses a common complaint about previous versions feeling too warm during summer runs. The fit has been refined slightly, with a roomier midfoot and longer tongue that stays in place better. Saucony offers this model in regular, wide, and extra-wide sizes, which opens it up to runners who struggle to find stability shoes that accommodate their foot shape. A gentle rocker geometry helps propel the foot forward through each stride, making transitions feel smooth and natural. The ride never feels forced or corrective, which separates this from older stability shoe designs that practically wrestled the foot into submission. Runners wanting subtle guidance without feeling like the shoe is fighting their natural movement should give the Guide 18 serious consideration. HOKA essentially rebuilt the Arahi from scratch for version 8, and the results have impressed testers across the running community. This shoe proves that stability and plush cushioning can coexist without compromise. The biggest change involves the stability system itself. Previous versions used J-frame technology, which placed firmer foam in a J-shaped pattern along the heel and medial side. The Arahi 8 switches to H-frame technology, which distributes that firmer foam more evenly on both the medial and lateral sides. This creates a more balanced ride that guides the foot without pushing it in any particular direction. Neutral runners and overpronators alike have found this approach comfortable and effective. The midsole uses compression-molded EVA foam that feels noticeably softer than the previous version. HOKA added 3 mm of foam in the heel, which brings the stack height to 39 mm in the heel and 31 in the forefoot. This creates an 8 mm drop. which is higher than earlier Arahi versions and may feel more familiar to runners coming from traditional shoes. Shock absorption has improved dramatically. Lab testing showed heel impact protection increased from 106 to 138 on standardized measurements, which means significantly softer landings during long runs or when fatigue sets in. Despite all this cushioning, the shoe weighs only 9.3 ounces, making it one of the lightest cushion stability shoes available. The fit has been updated with a new last that creates more room in the toe box and midfoot. Runners who found previous HOKA models too narrow should find the Arahi 8 much more accommodating. The jacquard mesh upper feels comfortable but may run slightly warm in hot weather due to its double-layer construction. For runners seeking maximum cushioning with reliable stability, the Arahi 8 delivers an impressive combination that few competitors match. 25 years of continuous development have made the Adrenaline GTS one of the most trusted names in stability running. The anniversary edition brings meaningful updates while preserving everything that has made this shoe a bestseller for over 2 decades. Guide rails technology remains the foundation of the stability system. These are strategically placed supports on both sides of the shoe that keep the foot moving in its natural path without restricting motion when support is not needed. The medial rail is slightly firmer than the lateral one, providing extra resistance against overpronation while still allowing natural movement in other directions. This approach feels less intrusive than rigid posts because the support activates only when the foot starts to deviate from its intended path. The midsole uses DNA Loft V3, which is a nitrogen-infused foam that Brooks has been refining for years. Version 25 adds 3 mm more foam in the forefoot and 1 mm in the heel compared to the previous generation, creating a softer landing platform without sacrificing the responsive feel runners expect from this shoe. One of the most noticeable improvements is the heel transition. Brooks reduced the drop from 12 mm to 10 and added a new heel bevel that creates the smoothest heel-to-toe transition in Adrenaline history. Heel strikers will particularly appreciate how the shoe rolls forward naturally rather than slapping flat against the ground. The shoe weighs 10.6 ounces, which is slightly heavier than some competitors, but that weight translates to durability and a substantial grounded feel that many runners prefer. The American Podiatric Medical Association has given this shoe their seal of acceptance, recognizing its contribution to foot health. Runners who want a rock-solid reliability and a proven design should consider the Adrenaline GTS 25. It does exactly what a stability shoe should do, and it does it consistently mile after mile. New Balance takes a different approach to stability with the 860 V14, offering something truly unique in the current market. A full-length medial wedge that provides consistent support from heel through toe-off. While most brands have moved away from traditional stability mechanisms toward geometry-based solutions, the 860 V14 uses a thin, flexible EVA plate running through the midsole called the stability plane. This creates a balanced, guided ride without the rigid, corrective feeling that made older stability shoes uncomfortable. The dual-density Fresh Foam X midsole adds a softer layer on top for comfort and a firmer layer beneath for structure and support. Stack height comes in at 38 mm in the heel and 30 in the forefoot, with an 8 mm drop that feels balanced during the stride. The cushioning absorbs impact effectively without feeling excessively soft or unstable, which is a difficult balance to achieve in stability shoes. New Balance excels at offering width options, and the 860 V14 is available in 4 different widths from narrow through extra wide. Runners with particularly wide or narrow feet who struggle to find stability shoes that fit properly should explore these options. The gusseted tongue keeps the fit secure and prevents the tongue from sliding during runs. The weight comes in at 10.5 ounces, which is average for this category. The outsole uses durable rubber in high-impact areas while exposing some foam for weight reduction. Traction performs well on roads and smooth surfaces, though extremely wet conditions may reduce grip somewhat. For runners who know they need consistent medial support throughout their stride and prefer a more traditional stability approach, the 860 V14 offers something that has become surprisingly rare in modern running shoe design. All 5 of these stability shoes offer something different depending on what matters most. Let us know in the comments which one caught your attention and what stability feature you prioritize when shopping for running shoes. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.